hello. Hello, hello. Happy Art Fight Friday, week 3. I've been a little slow with my art fights, but I'm excited to draw more. I'm glad your YouTube notifications work. Seems to be very buggy sometimes. It's a little bit late today setting up some last minute stuff. But I think I am all good now. You know this guy? I also know this guy. We love this guy. We got Jam's lovely Iris. That's jamming 2 to beats on Art Fight. Lovely aura male character. Yeah, we'll see how much I can do today. Might be a shorter stream. I think my voice is a little bit hoarse. So if I sound, I don't know if it comes across through like audio, but I can feel it when I talk. So if I sound different, that's why. But I was so excited to stream, I didn't want to cancel stream. I wanted to draw, so I'm like, I can do a little bit at least. Me trying to remember what my brush settings are. I think it's this size. Or is it the bigger one? Maybe we'll go with the bigger one. Hello, 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 hello. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. Hope you had a lovely week. Happy drawing. We're gonna be chilling today. I don't know how much I can talk. Actually, before I start, let me see if I want to fix some things. Do I want to fix things? I can fix it as I clean it up, whatever. I trust myself. Had a lovely week staying home alone? Nice. I'm glad you had a lovely week. Had a good week at summer camp? Nice. We love summer camp. Doing exciting things there, I'm sure. School year starts early? I think school here starts late this year, actually. I'm surprised some people are starting early. The difference a country makes. I'm gonna draw his face. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think his jaw should be a little bigger, maybe. You're late? It's okay. There's no harm in being early or late, but I know you like being early. Posted the mask? I did not see it. I didn't have time. I have not been like on socials too much. I've been very offline. I don't know if that's the word. I've been doing things, hanging out with the fam, working on some other things. I have not checked my socials. Sometimes I'm very late. I like replying to comments when I can on videos, but I'm very late to check them sometimes. Because sometimes a lot of the time rather, I'm pretty busy. Usually streaming days, I make time to check on my channel. My channel? I don't know why I said it like that. Remember how I said I would ask my mom and dad for Decora stuff? Showed your mom your first Decora fit? Nice! Super exciting. Little fashion show. Did she love it? You liked it? Nice. We love that. It's always fun showing off outfits. Hello. Hi, Sean. How's it going? When I used to go out more, I would take outfit photos and send to my friends sometimes. I say go out more like I don't go out. I go out more now, if anything. Sometimes I just say things and I'm like, why do I say it like that? The point of the story, I just don't take photos much anymore. But I still like dressing up. Hi, Blythe. Hello, hello. You digital artists are so lucky. I feel very spoiled by digital art. I guess I've done a lot of traditional art in the past. But there's something easier about digital art to me. It feels more forgiving. Saw your new short, Pokemon cards? Fun times? Yeah. Speaking of Pokemon cards, there was a new drop today. A Darkrai set, pitch black. Anybody buy Pokemon cards? I bought some. I got some nice hits. No secrets, but I still got some nice full art illustration rare stuff. Very pretty. I'll try my best not to get distracted. I was like, I could totally pull them out right now, but I'm like, no. I need to draw. I need to maximize my drawing time. You want to draw, but you don't know what to draw? Sometimes figuring out what to draw is the hard part. I like drawing OCs. Sometimes I like drawing fan art of like things I like. Sometimes I just draw like scenery, landscapes, flowers. I know I hate drawing backgrounds, but sometimes when I'm doodling, I like doing it. Hello. Hello, everyone. Control undo is so kind. It's true. I live by undo, Control Z. Liquefy, my other favorite thing. I think those two are the two things I miss when I'm doing traditional art. Everything else I don't mind doing. Like, I don't miss the paint bucket or anything. I think a lot of the times when I'm coloring in like lines anyway, like traditionally, instead of remembering to use the paint bucket. So I'm like, I don't really miss it that much. But things like undo, I'm like, I wish I could just take something apart for a second. I'm like, eraser doesn't always erase nicely. Magic the Gathering collector. Magic has like some really, really cool cards, but I know nothing of like the game itself. I just see the pretty collab cards that come out. I know they did like a Hatsune Miku set. I think they did a Final Fantasy set. Probably more than one actually, Final Fantasy. They've done quite a few, and they all look really nice. Guess what? What's up? I'm getting like too focused on this draw. We can come back to that. Let's get the overall shape. Body shape, whatever. And like stuff like this where I have to redraw a line a million times because I'm not satisfied. I'm like, that's when I need my undo. You have 28 subs? Nice. Congrats. I always say any number is worth celebrating because you start at 0. So any growth is still growth. Final Fantasy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Lord of the Rings, Fallout, Assassin's Creed, Marvel. So much amazing stuff. It looks super cool. Sometimes I'm like cutting out. Sometimes if I go to a card shop, I'll see like magic cards on display. I like looking at them. The art is amazing. It's so nice. I love cards. I'm like, even if I don't play, I do play Pokemon, but I'm like, even if I didn't play, I think just having pretty cards is a lot of fun. I won't knock anyone who collects just for collecting pretty cards. Because I'm like the same way those people, they probably think I'm crazy when I'm like manhandling a secret rare in my deck. I think that's the fun part of having a hobby that you can do like multiple. There's multiple ways to collect and enjoy. You draw him makes him look so fine. Real, he's a fine character. We love a beautiful man. Am I right? I need to draw more men. That's what I should do. We love beautiful men. I'm like, I used to draw. I think I've mentioned it, maybe. I used to draw like a ton of male characters before. But ever since I started playing Final Fantasy and then doing Lunaria stuff, I draw females a lot more. A lot more women characters. So I'm like, it's kind of fun to go back. Anime boy? We love anime boys. I need to draw more. I need to watch more anime. Then I can draw more anime. And then I guess that's it. I watch more, I draw more. I've never drawn any of the Final Fantasy 15 characters. But that is a beautiful man. Final Fantasy has a lot of beautiful characters. I've drawn like a handful of 14 ones. But even then, I'm like, I could draw more. And I should draw more. I feel like I can't do... what's the word? What's the family-friendly word I want to use? I feel like I draw men, you know what? End of topic. I feel like I draw. Good talk, good talk. I draw on clothes sometimes. I'm like, I don't understand how folds work. So many things to practice. Overly well endowed is a way to put it. I'm like, sometimes I teeter between I can draw big men and then I draw small men. And sometimes I'm good at both, sometimes I'm good at one. Sometimes I'm just good at neither. Drawing is hard, truly. I'm supposed to like wrap under. I don't know what I'm doing. Have I ever drawn Yastrola? I have. But it was really old art that I don't even think is on my PC. I think it was on my laptop. I don't think I could even bring it up. But I have drawn her. I should draw her again. I really like her. She's one of my faves. Any of like the scions are some of my favorites. Can't go wrong with the main characters. Speaking of Magic the Gathering, she's broken. Has her own pre-con. I don't know anything about Magic to know how good of a card she is, but I did see that her card was very expensive last time I was in a card shop. I thought it was just because she looked cool. But maybe it's also because she's really good. Struggling with the lines. I feel like aura characters have such small waist in Final Fantasy. Also, I mentioned it at the start of the stream, but I think people are still tapering in. If I'm a little bit quieter this stream, because my throat hurts a little bit. I'm trying not to talk too much. But I'm still streaming because I didn't want to cancel stream. Hot take, I eat fries one fry at a time, especially with a good dipping sauce. Just about had an argument with someone about it. I pretty much always eat fries one fry at a time. I don't think I've ever... Maybe once in a while, I could do like a couple. But I'm not the type to do like handfuls of food. I like eating in smaller portions. Like I can eat a good amount, but I'll eat them like bit by bit. Okay, I think I made his waist a little too snatched. I'll fix it. Some of your chef friends do like 6 at a time. 6 is a lot. I think maybe like 3. But even then, 1 at a time. Sounds perfect. I love drawing the same line over and over again. You dip your fries in ice cream and then eat it? You know you're weird? I know a few people that do that. I'm not personally an ice cream French fry dipper, but I know a handful of people that do it, so I wouldn't say it's too out there. Is your voice rough because of allergies? Crazy heat wave around your area? Yeah. It's been rough this year. I feel like I'm almost losing my voice at this point. I feel bad because always this one button I press. I was gonna say I feel what was I saying? I feel bad because it almost feels like a downer every time I'm like, my allergies. And then I complain about it. But I'm like, it's within my right. But I know people come on stream to have a good time. So I don't want to be overly like, boohoo. Instead, I complain to my friends. I'm sure my friends are sick of me. Being like, if I cough one more time, I'm gonna start threatening violence. And then someone clip this out of context and be like, Lunaria promotes violence? I like making up nonsense scenarios that have like zero bearing. This was very funny to me. The fry discourse. What's the best ice cream to dip your fries in? I would not know as a non-ice cream dipper. But yeah, if I pause more often too, it's probably because I'm drinking. I'm taking little sips of my tea. Today I have black tea with lemon. I thought, or not lemon, honey. Why'd I say lemon? Because I thought I wanted lemon tea, but then I didn't have lemons. So I was gonna put lemon in my tea. But honey's supposed to be good for the throat. I will kindly request that chatters try not to spam emojis too much, or symbols, special characters, whatever you would call them. But I appreciate the enthusiasm for chatting. I haven't been drawing attacks for a whole week, but guess what forced me into drawing? What forced you in? Did someone attack you? Got a revenge? I feel like revenge is a good motivator. Black tea with lemon is crazy work. Never thought about doing that. It's like Nestea. Black tea with lemon. It tastes good even hot. I'm like a couple lemon slices in tea, very good. A hot old man real. We have old men enjoyers. I know quite a few. These folds are all going in completely different directions. Something's going on. What layer is this? Why do I have too many layers already? It's a classic combo, yeah. Didn't know Nestea was black tea, mind blown, yeah, the more you know. It's a black tea base, I believe. It's very good. Like if you buy like, there's a few other brands. Sometimes I'll get like, I don't even know what brands. I just see sometimes other tea companies, they'll make like they'll make bottled versions. I don't know what word I was looking for. Of like teas. And black tea and lemon is a very, very popular one. Hello. Hi, Zammy. How's it going? Enjoying your time still? I'm gonna start remembering what everyone's up to. You know, people say you get parasocial for streamers. I'm gonna start remembering what my chat's up to. Reverse them. But I'm pretty sure that's just being, like, personable. But it's more fun to say it's parasocial. Going well? Time's going well? Today you're chilling for a bit so you can watch. Today you're chilling so you can watch stream for a bit. I read that way too fast. Happy watching. I'm getting parasocial for you guys. I'm gonna start remembering everyone's things. Everyone's quirks, everyone's happenings. If I can, it'll be good, because I've talked about how bad my memory is. So I'm like, I will be narcissistic and say, be happy if I commit something about you to memory. Because for me, that's impressive. You want to know what I'm doing? Sure. What are you up to? Everyone talk about their day. About what they're doing these days. Doesn't have to be specifically today. You and Yan always remember what I'm doing. It's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. It feels nice to, like, see familiar faces. And be like, I wonder what so-and-so's up to. I hope they're doing well after this and that. Like a nice community. Your body's upside down, you're spinning. Are you like on a spinny chair? Watching YouTube and playing? Nice. What you playing? What have I been playing these days? Oh, I started Pokemon Go again. I've been on like a Pokemon kick. I started playing Pokemon Go again because I saw... Anytime I see like a group of people outside on their phone, huddled in like little groups, I'm like, something's happening in Pokemon Go. So I downloaded Pokemon Go again just to be nosy because I was like, what's happening? And it was like the 10-year anniversary thing. So I played for a bit. I got a Mewtwo. And now I'm just casually checking it once in a while. I wouldn't say I'm like playing like crazy. But it's fun. It's nice because like I walk a lot naturally. So it's easy for me to like do all the walking stuff. See familiar faces. It's crazy that none of us know what each other look like, right? A lot of my online friends that I only know through like Discord, for example, I'm like, to me, you're just your profile picture. Same with YouTube. I'm like, I'll just know you as whatever you are. That's why when people change their photo, I get thrown off. I'm like, what do you mean you're not this little creature? Suddenly you're like an anime man. Doesn't make sense. What's my best Pokemon? I have in Pokemon Go my coolest Pokemon for my only and shiny level 100 or 100 IV Pokemon is a Salamence. So I have a beautiful green Salamence because shiny Salamence is green. Let me pull up a picture. Salamence. You're gonna get this awesome looking photo. I have this beautiful green boy. That's my strongest Pokemon, I think. Only because I leveled it up a bunch with candy. And I named him Pesto. After pesto pasta, because pesto's green. You're just a cat? You're not just a cat. You're a cat with a bow tie. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm just a spider to you? Yeah. I'm like, I'll remember people by things. I remember you as the spider. The purple spider. Because your profile picture is purple. Jealous? Can't play Pokemon Go? You live in the middle of nowhere? No. That's the only sad thing. I think you can request Pokestops and stuff close by, but I don't know how long it takes them to actually put them in. If they even put it in. There we go. You can't just do that. I glanced over and I was like, who is this new person? Threw me off. And I'm like, I should recognize the art. But it just threw me off for a second. I'm like, my brain is not gonna register. Even when I change my own profile sometimes, I'll be like, who posted that? I said the same thing, and then it's literally me. Like the day I finally changed my YouTube profile, because I've been meaning to draw one that's like actually drawn by me. The day I change it, I'm gonna be like, who is this? Can't even imagine the hoops you'd have to go through to put a Pokestop here. I would love to know the logistics of getting a Pokestop in like remote places. I'm like, surely there's a way. Are you gonna collect Pitch Black set? I already did. I've bought my Pitch Black cards. I opened some. Are you also collecting Pokemon? I opened quite a few. Got some nice hits. No secrets, but I got some pretty illustration rares, so I'm happy. I already made a deck with some of the cards. I'm thoroughly enjoying my re-entry into Pokemon TCG. I collect a lot of sealed, then get bored, and then sealed gone. Real. I'm the type to open. I don't collect sealed. If I bought like one of each, or like two of each, maybe I would do one sealed, one open. But I'm like, I can't resist the urge to rip packs. The thrill of the chase, I guess. You have some because your brother gave you some, but he doesn't collect anymore? Are you gonna start collecting? Or are you just enjoying the leftover, or the hand-me-downs? What's the word? The gifts. I even have a binder and everything that I rearrange my pretty cards into. Even some of like the commons, I'll make like fun little themed pages. I haven't set it up yet with the new set Pitch Black, but very excited to. All my pulls are still in the box. Remote's putting it lightly. Closest town is 250 kilometers away. 850 people? That is very far. I guess that is indeed more than remote. Kind of crazy to imagine. My friend is like, you could have sold that for some money, but I'm like, yeah. God pack in this box. Sleeve them? Yeah. I make sure I sleeve all my hits at least. They're all sleeved and then bindered if I'm not using them, if I'm not like playing with them. All my bulk I keep in my ETBs because they make pretty bulk containers. For Magic, you sleeve everything? Nice. I feel like I need more sleeves. I don't have enough sleeves to go around. You got your first ever graded card? Nice. Was it a 10? From Naruto? I don't know much about the different anime sets. But I know some people have been big into One Piece these days. Scotland's national animal is a unicorn? Sorry, I stopped to put on my fan because I was like, wait, it's getting hot. The unicorn's crazy. So whimsical. Sasuke got Gem Mint 10. Only 17 of them, graded with tag, nice. I think tag is really cool. I like that you can see the reason you got the score. They should point out all the imperfections and stuff. I like watching or like seeing people's grading videos where they show off their tag results. My brother also collects, but he does PSA grading. I don't think I would ever grade any cards. Just because I think most of mine at this point are like lightly played at least. I don't know if I would even get anything that's like a 10. And I think most cards, I know sometimes 9s, maybe an 8's like worth something. But anything low I don't think is super worth it these days. I've seen some people where it's like cheaper to crack a slab open than to keep it as like whatever lower score. Depending, not always. Tag is better, PSA is so expensive, it's true, but I think it's still the standard for most people. Is there a dream card you want from Pokemon or other TCG? So very, very unfortunate fun fact about me is that my favorite Pokemon is Umbreon, which is unfortunately one of the most popular TCG Pokemon cards you can get. So like any nice Umbreon that's like full art is pretty much in the thousands. So I'm like, if I could somehow pull an Umbreon, because I don't think I could buy at this point all the packs. I'm like, I don't even think I can get any packs that are under 1,000. But if I could somehow get my hands on an Umbreon, I'd be very happy. I know the prismatic one's really cool, but I also like I think it's the VMAX. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, the Moonbreon. It's the VMAX one. I'm like, if I could. It's so pretty. But I'm like, that's a good couple thousand right there. I'm like, $3,000 Canadian in this economy? Crazy. Could not be me. But I would love it dearly. Yours is Leafeon. You think there's only 2 or 3 expensive ones? It's hard being an Eevee fan. Because even then, sometimes those get like scalped to filth. Because they're so sought after. That's why I'm really hoping the 30th anniversary, they're gonna have the Umbreon. Let's see. So I'm like, maybe that's a card I can realistically get my hands on. Me getting distracted by Pokemon. I'm like, this is gonna be the 30th anniversary promo card. So I'm like, maybe. There's a chance. There's a chance. If I can actually get into the Pokemon Center queue. Might have to go. Thanks for stopping by. Hello? My OBS just disconnected. Hopefully we are still alive. Welcome back. Thank you. Everything just went black for a second and I was like, well, this is the end. But then I think it came back. Gonna book that day off work, line up at a local card shop. Pokemon Center not worth the headache? True. I tried really hard to get the 30th anniversary Elite Trainer box. I queued up. I was at work, so it was a little rough. I just left my phone on my desk and hoped no one cared. And I was in the queue for like 3 hours? 2 hours? I got in. I got to checkout. It aired out on me. So I got kicked out, re-put in the queue. By the time I got back, everything was sold out. I was so sad. I'm like, I can't do this. It's probably better if I just hit up my local shop. Gotta go, bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Pokemon is pocket monsters, so true. They're just little guys that fit in your pocket. Bye, Sean. I hope you have a lovely weekend too. Rest up. Enjoy food. Hello. Hello, Zune. How goes it? I swear there's a fly in my room that's been like hovering around me. And I keep getting distracted trying to fight it, but I've never caught it. I haven't caught it yet. I'm like, where did you come from? Fly's ultimate rage baiter? True. They know exactly how to upset me. Because I'm like, why can I leave my window fully open and a fly will just completely ignore it? Somehow it just flies around my face instead. Easy solution, buy electric fly swatter. I feel like that would be really powerful. Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, what if I just destroy any insect that comes my way? With electricity. I'm like, fight fear with dynamite. getting somewhere. I'm getting distracted by details again. But I think it's okay, because Final Fantasy characters can have a lot of detail. And I don't draw details super often, so it's fun to do this. Power invested to me by Zeus. Eat this lightning. Become nothing but dust. Or go Star Wars, unlimited power. You know, I've never seen Star Wars. I feel like it's one of those movies that even my friends who don't watch a lot of things have seen, but I haven't never seen it. It's such a cult classic. Is that the right word? It's something that people talk about a lot and are like very into. There's like a good handful of classic movies or series that I've never seen. Have you seen Lord of the Rings? No, that was the other one I was thinking of that people are super into. I've also never seen Harry Potter. I live under a rock, so to speak. I am uncultured. It's kind of crazy that I can go this long without having seen so many things. I'm like, I just get by with like the bare minimum references. I'm like, oh yes, may the fourth be with you too. May the force be with you. I'm like, I get it, because May 4th and May the Force. So funny. Oh yes, Luke, I am your father, or something like that. That's all you need. Will I ever understand the nuance? No. But has it gotten me this far? Yeah. Why not watch them? My problem is I'm bad at sitting still for like movies. And I know the Lord of the Rings are like super long movies. Anything over like a couple hours, I start to get like I can't sit still. I gotta like get up and walk away. Even like 2 hours sometimes in the theater, I'm like, I need to get out of here. I'm very like fidgety in that sense. Like I need to move around a lot. Even when I'm streaming, I'm like constantly, if my model like breaks a lot, I'm like getting up and shifting position sometimes. I need to like put the movie on and be like on a treadmill. Do something like physically active. Or maybe I watch it when I draw. The only problem is if I'm drawing, I might not be paying attention. At least if I'm just walking, it's the only thing I'm really looking at. Put it on at work. I could do that, low-key. Work wouldn't really notice. Then like next thing I know, It could be something I'm like super into. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe I've gone this long without having seen it. Like, I'll never know until I sit down and watch them. Your butt at work watches movies 30 minutes at break, just small bits at a time. That's smart, actually. I got distracted by the fly again. That's smart. I should do that. Usually during break, sometimes I'll like read. Sometimes I'm just on social media, but these days I'm trying to be like productive during break. I do some reading. But it'd be fun to watch something. That means like over the course of a week I could probably finish like one movie. And then maybe if I really get hooked onto it, I could watch the rest at home. The shirt's like really tucked in on one side. Because I need to fix this. Let me do this first. A movie a week isn't bad either, right? I'm like, when it's broken down like that, it doesn't sound as bad as like 3 hours straight. There's just something about long movies. Gotta head to the store, enjoy your trip out. Have fun on errands. I gotta run errands tomorrow. I was gonna stop at the store after work today, but then I'm tired. Also not much time. Because between getting home and then streaming is not always a lot of time. But I do it because I don't like staying up too late. There's always a balance. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should stream on the weekends, just so I could stream earlier too, but because sometimes people are in like different time zones too, right? And then I can't stream when I'm at work during the day. But then I'm usually busy on the weekends. Unfortunately. But I think I do have a weekend stream actually coming up next week. I want to say next week. I might have a collab stream coming up on Saturday. It will be in my schedule if it's finalized. If not, pretend I never said anything. But I am always excited to play things with my friends. Always a good time. Me trying to understand this shape. Use my favorite technique. Random bright color. And sketch on top. It's like cloth that's like knotted and tied into a thing. I think it's tied into a chain. Very big fan of random bright color. Real. We love random bright color. It is one of my favorites. It almost always works. I'm drawing this like way off my sketch for some reason. I'll trust myself. We're just gonna go with it. I think the shirt like ties in and has like a little thing. I say I think and I'm like, I can just look at the shirt. It's a full like turnaround reference. Yeah, it like ties into this thing. Hello. Chai sweet tea. I could go for a nice chai tea right now. A tea. And then the clothing would be like a little on top. It's like under. And then this like wraps around. There's a triangle hook thing. Cloth that goes on top and folds. Maybe triangle hook thing should be more inward. Absolutely love your VTuber model and your setup is really nice. Thank you. I'm very proud of it. I worked on it all myself. A lot of hard work, but I think it pays off. I'm always happy when people compliment. Okay, I think this ties onto this. And then ties over this and hangs down like here. And then there's a chain. Did an absolutely amazing job. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm like, yippee. Yeah, let me see if I can take this for a second. Magic. Now I hope I understand my scribbles. You know, I should use my... like for new people stopping in, I can have my little disclaimer on screen. That I'm quieter more than usual today. More quiet? English hard. Okay, let's try this. I think the move is draw a triangle thing, and then all the cloth going around it. Shape's hard. I'm like, why can't I draw basic shapes? Okay, and this is like fabric that holds on. Maybe if I rotate. Everything feels better rotated. Okay. And then the chain goes like down the triangle thing actually. So this is not gonna follow my sketch at all, but we're just gonna trust. I think it also needs to go. Let's say this way. No, this looks okay. It's fine. It works. I think. Angles are hard. More shapes. Me getting hung up on the tiniest things. Okay. It looks fine. It sticks out funny, but it's okay. It's the Final Fantasyism. I could just rotate it. Get rotated. And then the tie. And then we delete everything underneath. As soon as I find it. Up here. Aha. Oh, I can merge these now. Nice. Good prog. I'll see if I can finish. I'll do as much line art as I can. And then I think I'll stop for the day. I said this was going to be shorter and I'm already going so long. My goal is to finish the lines, but if I can't make it, I will stop. I gotta know my limits. Oh, I can get rid of my fun colors now. I think we have a thing going. What layer is this? Mystery. Oh, it's the pants. I just need the shirt. A little bit more shirt. I'm like sitting on my foot weird, and now my foot's starting to hurt. Like sometimes I'll get random pains and like bruises, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's from the things I do. I'll like knock into things or sit weird and like strain my leg in a weird way. And I'm like, I do this to myself. Okay. Whoops. Hello. How's it going? I think this needs to connect. Whoops. Which piece is it? Oh, I'm on the right layer, okay. I'm being silly. This needs to be straighter. So then it can it can connect to the belt. I'm struggling. And then my adjustment forces me to erase all the lines I just made. But it's fine. We're getting there. Maybe I'll finish the head on stream. Maybe that's where I can end it. And we back? Welcome back. I'm like, I think 8's gonna be my hard cutoff for myself. We'll see how much I can finish in the next half hour. Craft dinner ramen? They make craft dinner ramen? I guess, in theory, cheese ramen sounds pretty good. But I don't know about KD. Maybe I should look at the hair. Gonna try some tomorrow? Nice. If you remember, let me know how it is. I'm very curious. I don't know if I'll remember. I'm still fighting this fly. Thought I was gonna sneeze. Of all the cult classic movies you haven't seen, is there one you would want to see first using the 30-minute break method? Good question. Trying to think of one that's like something people around me know and that I could talk about to someone. I don't know. I know a lot of people who've watched them, but I don't know if I know anyone who's like super into them. You know what? I have no idea. I feel like I would just pick randomly. Do you have a recommendation? I'm like, I'll just make a list of all the things I haven't seen and just start going through it eventually. Do a poll on YouTube, let the people decide? True. I do like using random polls for things. There's something fun about just asking questions. And seeing what the community says. I've been thinking about asking people what game I should play next too. Who doesn't like community engagement, right? Like, people love polls. I also love polls. I'm like, I thought my Hollow Knight versus Zelda poll was really funny. This is two like random games. But I'm like, they're just both games I own. There was no real logic to putting them together. Trees Hate You is a fun raging game. I've seen like a few clips of it. It does look fun. I don't think I've played too many rage-inducing games. The closest thing is like probably Hollow Knight, in the sense that I will die a lot, but nothing where like that's the main intention. Like starting to run out of water. I keep drinking so much. Trees Hate You is so much fun. Maybe I'll try it, since the demo is free. I think it'd be fun to play more random games in between the my brain keeps forgetting words, the longer series I do. Because I've been doing a lot of Hollow Knight and drawing streams lately. So I did Power Wash as like a little palette cleanser. But I'm like, I gotta find some more random stuff to throw in between. What layer am I looking for? This one? I've seen Getting Over It. People play that quite a bit. Pull a Markiplier, buy like $20 in cheap indie games, play a variety of stuff. I could. I should have bought stuff during the Steam summer sale. But my problem is I told myself that I had too many Steam games I was never playing, and that I wasn't gonna buy any more games until I beat some of my old ones. Maybe I'll look through my library. Maybe I have stuff that I can play. I'm getting distracted. I started opening my Steam. I'm like, this is a drawing stream. What am I doing? I can't look through my Steam that no one else can see right now. But yeah, I told myself I should play the games I own, and that I'm not gonna buy more games until I beat some of the games off my list. I have a whole list now of games I own that I haven't beat yet. People watch anything? True, is what I've learned. I put out a poll asking people if they prefer art or drawing. If they prefer if they prefer art or gaming streams. And everyone said they'd watch whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay. Somehow that's not what I expected. But I appreciated the sentiment. Because I always assumed that people what's the word? Like watch channels for one particular thing. Because I think it's more common to like to niche into like something super specific. But then I guess the appeal of being like a streamer is that it's more so your personality that people come for. Rather than like a specific thing you're playing. I think I'll watch whatever, but I do like the art streams the most. Real. I do like doing the art streams. I'm like, even if somehow my gaming streams got like the most popular, I would still draw. You know how some people like, I don't blame anyone who like finds their one thing and like that pops them off. Even if like, let's say this one particular game like skyrocketed me somehow, I would still do drawing. It's too enjoyable. I draw a lot more now thanks to streaming, which is nice. This one hair, man. It's getting to me. Maybe I need my handy dandy. Different colors. Okay. I want to say the back of the head is like there. But yeah, I think it's easy for me to say like I'll do whatever because it's like a hobby, right? I don't make money. I don't survive off this channel. I'm not like monetized or anything. I know some people, if this is like their income, they're kind of forced to do what makes the money. If you could have one Pokemon in real life, which one would you take? See, my heart says like Umbreon because it's my favorite Pokemon. But then I'm like, practicality wise, if I had like a flying Pokemon, I could just travel like essentially for free. Or psychic Pokemon, just teleport. I'm like, do I want cute Pokemon who will be like essentially a house pet? A super strong house pet, or do I want something practical? Smeargle to do art with you? That would be so cute. You ever see like those Pokemon cards of like the Pokemon helping or like doing the same thing with the trainer? Very fun. That's the vibe that gives me. Or like in the games too, there's like classes. I think there's like artists and they have like or like when the Pokemon fans have like the Pikachus and they have like Pikachu merch on them. I think it's very cute when the Pokemon match the trainer. I should make like a Lunaria team. I should think about like what 6 Pokemon. If I had like a champion. Like a champion setup. Or if I had like a gym leader setup. If you're going the utility route, why not just pick Arceus? Me pulling up with my legendaries. Me when I abuse the legendary powers. When I'm running late and I whip out my Dialga, and I'm just like, can you stop time for a second? And then I disrupt the entire space-time. If I made a Pokemon game, what eight gym types would I do? Like if I could pick 8 different gym leaders? That's a good question. I keep stopping every time I'm thinking, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be drawing. I think I would include grass, water, and fire for every starter to have like a type matchup. For the others, I think electric gyms are fun. Maybe fairy. Poison? What is that, 6? Steel? Oh wait, this curve's like inward. Maybe I'll refill my water. Oh, you can kind of hear when I adjust my fan. I think if Lunaria, if I was a gym leader, I would probably be dark type thematically. I feel like that gives nighttime. And I think if I had a region exclusive, yeah, my fan settings. Every time I moved it, I saw my audio like zoom up and I'm like, oh. I think if I had like a new Pokemon, it should be dark electric. So it would be black and yellow to match my design. And then everyone will know it was designed specifically for me. They'll go to my gym battle and they'll see my cool Pokemon and they'll be like, whoa, it's like it was made for you. Yeah, like a Luxray. But like actually dark. It's funny because I don't actually use dark Pokemon that much when I play. I just like them aesthetically. Yeah, shiny Rayquaza would go so hard. I need to draw it sometime. Cool trainer battle. Your horn is in the way, sir. I can't see your hair. Well, I guess the horn would cover it anyway. Shiny Greninja, Charizard, Rayquaza with the Umbreon, yeah. I love when the shiny Pokemon are like black. They look so cool. I'm like, give me my emo looking Pokemon. Yeah, my dark aesthetic. It should just be a gym where it says dark gym. And then everyone thinks they'll need to type match against dark. I swear I'm gonna kill this fly. It'll say dark gym. And everyone thinks they have to like type match perfectly to dark. But then it turns out it's just dark looking Pokemon. It like landed on my arm and I threw it, but I didn't see it land anywhere, so I'm like, I don't know anymore. Brings in a fighting type just to fight a shiny Charizard as lead. People would get so like raged. It would be so funny. There'll be like comments going up on like forums being like, do not bring fighting Pokemon to this gym. And then people argue being like, let them find out for themselves. Don't warn them. That'd be a pretty funny gimmick, right? I'm like, have a little fun with it. I think it'd be very silly. Let me see. From the side. My model did an interpretive dance, yeah. That was probably when it landed on me. And then I like moved a bunch. It's so funny how much stuff gets picked up by the model. Like every time I drink, every time I look away, every time I get distracted, every time this fly comes at me. We see it all. Nothing can hide from my sight. Maybe I should be pointier. Congrats on finishing your test. Yippee. If you did make enough off streams, would you quit the normal job? Sometimes I think about it. I would have to crunch some numbers and seriously debate it. 'Cause in theory, the dream is to like quit the office job, have fun working on like YouTube stuff, right? But I'm like, I'm a very realistic person. And if it didn't make sense for me financially, I don't know if I would do it. But if I could, I probably would. Because I think the benefit of going full-time into like content creation would be that I would hopefully have a lot more time to work on things. Because I'm like, as it stands right now, I can only really work on stuff when I'm home from work. And then in between like YouTube stuff, I'm also juggling like hanging out with friends, family, stuff like that. I work on like some other... What layer is this? Why am I on a different layer? I also like balance hangouts and real life events. I also do a few other projects I commit my time to. So I'm like, if I could cut work out, ideally I would have more time to do everything else and not feel like I have like no time. But then I think the thing too is when you go full-time content, you do end up putting like a lot more hours into it too, to ensure that you can like keep up that income. So I'm like, it essentially replaces your 9 to 5 with like a, and a lot of people say, like, I wouldn't know because I don't do it, but you'd need to be like diligent with yourself, otherwise it becomes like a 24/7 kind of thing. It's like a different type of balance. Pretty on the mark? Nice. I like thinking about scenarios like that. I'm like, I have a lot of respect to, I know people say it's like, oh, it's the dream easy job. But I do have a lot of respect for creatives. I'm like, there's a lot of work into it too. I think people just have to like, it becomes problematic when people lose like their sense of reality. They lose touch. I think you stay humble when you're making like maybe the same you would have made at a regular job. Maybe. Everyone's different, right? But then when you get to a point that maybe you're racking in like 6 figures, then like you start being like, oh, what, $20 for a banana? That's normal, right? And like the average person's like, what are you talking about? Bananas are like a couple dollars. I do content full time. A lot of people don't go into it with the expectation of needing to treat it like a job. Yeah. I feel like people expect it to be way easier than it is. And then maybe it doesn't end up working out the way they thought. One can always hope, right? I'm like, either way, I think it would be really cool if I could. But I have considered like a lot of things I would need to, or I've thought about a lot of things I would need to consider to do content. Like if I do get monetized, not my voice cracking. If I do get monetized, I think I would be happy if I could just get to a point where I could reinvest the money into like buying more games. So then it would be like self-sustaining in that way. But anything more would be really, really nice. I'm getting lost. I'm like, where's my water? You could hire a haircutter that doesn't ask questions during the cut. True. If I have enough money, I can pay for a private haircutter. I always tell my friends, I'm like, the day I lose touch with reality, please like slap some sense back into me. Because I don't want to be that person. Having a moment where I'm like, what are my hotkeys? I think I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like tired, forgetting all my buttons. You're on a really good track. You do a lot of really important things already. I am happy to hear it. A lot of things I enjoy doing. There's more things I wish I could do, but it's just time permitting. I'm like, until this channel gets to a point where like it is making money per se, let's say, and like I owe people content, for example, let's say I promise like certain streams or something, or like paywalled stuff. I'm like, then I have to prioritize it. But because this is still like hobby level, I'm like, I don't necessarily prioritize making like long form videos, for example. I would love to do more, but it's not. I'm like, if I have an errand to run, I'm gonna run that errand instead of editing. So it's stuff like that if I had more time, like if I didn't work throughout the week maybe, then I could do more stuff like that, but time management. I do it when I can. I have a nice calendar with like all my free days, stuff like that. I plan around it. Loses touch with reality as your virtual cat girl, yeah. I'm like, the day I become... You'll know I lose touch when instead of a nice cat girl, I'm just like a ruthless, greedy human. I become a corporate monster. Then you have to take one of my 9 lives, take me out back, and then maybe I'll reset. I'll become normal again. I think this looks pretty good. What am I doing? Things are turning on that I'm not. Okay. We won't let that happen. We have a lot of ways of humbling. Please. Please and thank you. Actually, you know what? I'll color in the... I don't think I'll finish line art, but I will key in the glasses. And then maybe I'll call it. Easiest way, step 1, let fly into room. You know what? That would humble me. If I have to be conscious of a fly, I'm like, you know what? Suddenly I feel human again. Glasses. They're kinda... a little more round. Not our fault the cat isn't skilled enough to catch it. I have skill issues. I'm that cat that like sits around and like they stare at the thing. And then it's like you pick up your cat, you put it in front of the bug and they just walk away. That's me. I'm like, I know I won't catch it. So I give up. And then maybe I bat at it a few times. And then I miss every time. And I'm like, well, it's just not worth it. And then I go take my 10-hour cat nap. Okay, maybe I need the eyes actually to do the glasses. Auras have like smaller, sharper eyes. Gonna be a whole bunch of colors on this face. A little sick, not talking much. How's that second part coming along? I can't help it. I almost told myself today. I was like, I should just mute up, play the music, and type in chat. Sorry, if I'm dancing again, it's because the fly came back. I was batting around. But yeah, I told myself, I'm like, I should just mute up, play some music, type in chat, and if people come by, they come by. If they don't, that's fine, because it's essentially just a background music stream at that point. But then I was like, no, I kind of want to talk, because I feel like talking. I like talking to you guys. And then here I am. Hopefully this doesn't come off as too much, but if you really want to try and grow the live streaming thing, I'd be happy to help point you in the right direction or answer questions. I appreciate it. I would love to know more insider info. Because I do have... my brain is getting distracted. Have I saved today? Let me save this. It'd be really bad if I crashed right now. I do have one friend that does YouTube, and they're like monetized, but it's not their full time. So I would be curious about like full time. I'm a very curious person. I like looking into things and doing things, growing things, playing with analytics. I'm like, there's certain things I do on my channel that I know are not great for growth per se, but sometimes, why is this needs to be above. But I'm like, sometimes I'll do it if I like it. And there's some things I genuinely have no idea, so I just do it, see what happens. I like numbers. Literally do two things, make your own videos, and you're the creative lead for a coaching company's media team? Nice. That is very cool. I trust your judgment then. Oh, wise creative lead. I'm like, if you do it as a job, surely. Are we the Luna litter for community name? You know, I've thought about community name for a while, but I can't I can't like sit on or decide on anything. Because everything related to like cats sounds kind of crazy. Because I'm like, if you're my litter, I'm like, does that mean I can call you guys like my kittens? And I'm like, that sounds so insane when you think of terms like Discord kitten. And that's where I usually stop. But I have I've thought of things like space, like star moon related. I'm like, what's the word? I just need to be like more, I'm not good at names, I've talked about this. But I'm like, it'd be cute if the community was like little stars, and then I could like make star themed things. And then I thought about it and I was like, no, that's literally Mario. So I was like, maybe not. And then I was like, moons could be kind of fun, because I'm like star and moon themed. But then I haven't been creative enough with it. I'm like, satellite could be cool, but I think there's like English. One of like the past Hololive members called her community like the Sonalites. And I was like, I don't know, maybe it feels like I'm copying if I do something with satellites. But it's been on my mind. One of my ideas for 1000 was I was gonna name you guys finally, but then I couldn't think of anything in time. Tiny stars with cat ears would be so cute. I thought about doing like cats too, because I keep going back to cats, but I'm like, it'd be so fun if we had like star-themed cats. But then I like cringe when I'm like, my kittens? My litter? Because I'm like, then that gives also the weird impression. Or not weird, it's not weird, but I have nothing against people who have like mommy characters, but then I'm like, if these are my children, that gives the impression of me being a mommy, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the vibe that I want to promote per se. You know what I'm getting at? I'm okay with not being your litter, right? I'm like, I don't know if that's quite the vibe. You could be the Moonbryon and us the Eevees. If I could just, if we could just be Pokemon together. But I thought something like planets could be fun. I'm like, let's populate our own little galaxy. And everyone could be like a planet. Stars are like the easiest thing, but I'm like, I feel like my brain is too locked into like the Mario star that I would just copy it somehow. I'm like, I could be the sun, and you guys are the planets that rotate around me. Innovate on it? True. We improvise, we adapt, we overcome, we figure out. We take ideas, we get inspired. Okay, it's been like 2.5 hours. I said I was gonna stop like half an hour ago. I should stop. Funny with the colors, he looks like techno-ish. But it's just me thinking. I'm like, I should stop. I should give my voice a break. As much as I'd love to keep going, because you guys know I love doing. Very easy to get distracted on art streams. Why stop when you're on a roll, right? I would love to keep going, but I really should stop. Whoops. I did not mean to close that. Me closing all the wrong things. I would hate to stop when the conversation's so exciting, but the more exciting it is, the less likely I am to stop, so I gotta know when to cut myself off. I will end it here. I will thank you guys for watching. It was a very fun stream. Brightened my day after being a little sickly. Health before wealth, yeah. I'm like, I gotta take care of myself a bit. I think next week I might just stream Friday. I might skip Halloween. I might skip Hollow Night next week and just stream Friday so I can give my voice a tiny bit of a break. Have fun with the fly. I will, at the very least, I'll get him out of my room. Someone else will have to deal with him. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week, probably the end of the week. Unless I improve over the weekend, we'll see. But yeah, I will see you guys next Friday for sure for Art Fight. Thank you for watching. It was very fun. Picked me up after a bit of a rough day. So I appreciate everyone stopping by and chatting. I hope you guys had fun. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Take care. Everyone rest well and don't get sick. I hope no one has allergies and suffers. Bye-bye.